All right. Hey, everybody. How are you? It is a bit of a dreary morning, but just wanted to say hello and let's see what's going on for the collective. Just take a deep breath. This is a big week. Once we get through the end of April, May is going to be a lot more peaceful. So I want to let you know the 27th, when we get to that new moon in Taurus, I feel like you're really going to feel a big difference. Okay. So yeah, we've had, March and April have been kind of a bit of a bumpy ride, but this is going to be evening out. Okay. This is going to be evening out. We're going to have a couple of little things happen over the summer, but really we've come through the worst of it. All right, we've come through the worst of it. So guides showing up. Friendship. I like that. Message. Stay grounded. Stay frosty, everybody. It's possible that this is one of those times when you need to be more grounded than normal. I feel like the Mars Pluto opposition, especially for those air and fire signs, is going to be like an energetic casting into the future kind of experience. And that new moon right after that new moon in Taurus is about, and also Saturn coming into the picture. There's like a container being created for your dream, right? So this is about like planting those seeds for the future, and even more than that, nurturing them, because Taurus is nurturing energy. And I feel like the guides are saying, like, and I believe I said this last week, dream big. Okay, dream big, because what's coming in is the supportive energy of that. Saturn is a container for dreams. Neptune, right? Neptune is our dreams, our hopes, our unconditional love. It is the mystical heart of humanity. There could be some messages coming through people, coming through acquaintances, friendships, new friendships made, new tribes created. Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, Two of Wands, Ten of Cups. That's what I like to see. Nine of Pentacles. There's Archangel Michael right there. Dream big. This is a time to get clear. And so I want you to say it out loud. Whatever your dream is, I want you to, and I said yesterday, I think I talked about being careful with who you share your dreams, with whom you share your dreams. Be careful. This is really about sharing your dreams with the universe. I almost feel like there's a person who is, definitely a good friend, a friend around you who's reflecting back to you, or who is kind of the conduit, almost like the recording device of your running dream monologue kind of thing. That's interesting. What is it that you are casting out into the future as almost like a fishing line, right? Like you're sending something out into the universe and you're bringing it back to you. Very Sagittarian, which is why I took this sixth card here. Very Sagittarian, meaning like pulling back on that bow with the arrow and then sending it into the future. Emperor, there's Aries energy. Eight of Cups, King of Swords. It's my mythic deck. Eight of Cups and the King of Swords. Nine of Swords. The World. Who's asking for union? Who's asking for a conversation? Who's asking for connection? Look at that. 10 of Wands. 8, 9, 10. 10 of Cups over here. Fool. Fool in the World showing up. Wow. Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely done being alone. And I don't mean like, oh, I'm so done with this. I mean like actually you are completed. Like the journey that you have traveled, has it been one of solitude? I feel like yes, some of you have been doing this kind of solitude journey, soul journey, lone wolf kind of journey. And that is coming to a close. So I am seeing this Aquarian energy and this Aries energy. I really like this. Aquarius, we have Pluto in Aquarius. So this is about the transformation of your vision. Aries, we have Neptune there, which is about being a spiritual warrior. We have Saturn coming in to Aries, and that is going to create a grounding, a container for these mythical, magical dreams. Structure. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, is that we are setting off on a new course. Okay, it's almost like the old course of walking the earth alone, or in a solo journey has completed. There's something about that being completed, and union coming in. So for some of you on the twin flame journey, this is definitely about that. It's definitely about you coming together. I mean, especially with the 10 of cups and this world card. I mean, it's very, very clear with that showing up. And I love the 9 of pentacles, because some of the things you have learned, that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing clarity, king and queen of swords, right? We're seeing clarity. We're seeing self-confidence with this 9 of pentacles. We're seeing some decisiveness with this 2 of wands, making a decision, making the ask of the universe. So these things may have happened along your road up until now. Like these things are not happening right now. They've already happened. So what it is that you've asked for, the universe is bringing that in. And I feel a little bit like there's something here. There might be a little bit of like oh, wow, the earth the universe is bringing in exactly what I asked for. So get ready. All right, the universe is bringing in exactly what you asked for. Page of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Strength card, and the Moon. New moon in Taurus. So some of you may still be asking. Okay, that's okay. But I feel like it's like Ghostbusters. Remember when they're like, clear your mind. Don't think of anything. Uh-oh, I thought of something. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, 30 stories high, right? Like something popped into your mind. You're like, oh no, that's what I asked for. But I have to say that if there's a resonance, even if there might be a little bit of fear because you've asked for something that's really big, or that's really like, wow, it's showing up. It's going to be showing up. And it's a person. For some of you, this is a person that you've asked for to come around. There is a time here. I feel like the universe is saying to you, it's time to get ready. Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Like there's still a lot more work to be done in terms of your preparation. But I want to say you might kind of toggle back and forth between like, I'm ready, and oh, wow, I'm not even close to being ready. Right? Like that's how I feel about the retreat. I'm toggling back and forth between like, yeah, I'm ready. And then I'm like, oh my God, like I got so much more to do. But this is the case that you have over the long term really done a good job of building all of these things that I was just talking about: clarity, self-confidence, decision making. Even if sometimes it doesn't feel like that, you have built the inroads. You've made the pathways, the neural pathways and the habitual pathways, the connections. You've done this. You've done the work. You've done the work that will prepare you for what's coming in. You've done that work. So the new moon in Taurus happening on the 27th. Talk to me about about the Pluto Mars opposition. For some of you, it really is going to depend on where it is in your chart. Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Mars in Leo. Those are both fixed signs. So if you have a lot of Taurus and Scorpio, you may feel like it's tension or struggle. Um, if you have a lot of Aquarius and Leo, you might feel like it's in very, very intense. The other signs will have a softer experience. Okay. This Nine of Swords, Magician. I feel like some of you are afraid of your own power. Yeah, afraid of your own power. And I'm getting the Magician card here with the Nine of Swords, which says to me that you're going to see your own power. I don't know if it's a person that shows up, but it does feel like that to me. It feels like there's a person showing up, and this energy of feeling overwhelmed and not feeling good enough, or whatever the thing has been in the recent past or in the past. It is in the past. It is over. The World card, right? It's closed. Now we have the Fool. We're having this new experience, the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. This is a very nurturing, kind, generous, loving. Six of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Oh, and the Lover's card. This makes, right away, I was kind of like, okay, this is, for some of you, this is somebody from the past. This also could be somebody who's has a lot of Mercury in their chart. Mercury here, Gemini, Virgo, Gemini here, Mercury here. This is actually Mercari. This is Mercury. The twins. And twins, lovers, twin flame, twins. Okay. So, and there's also this, like a person who's very like-minded in terms of how you communicate, like twins, like you are finishing each other's thoughts. You know, you're like in alignment right now. You know exactly what is coming up. You know what they're going to say. They know what you're going to say. There's a newness, a freshness to this. I feel like some of you are going to be like, wow, after all of this time, I've really learned a thing or two. I mean, you know that intellectually, but I just feel like when an experience like this happens, sometimes it can be easy. And I feel like I've seen that in readings in the past, maybe back into November, where you kind of throw out all of the things you've learned because it's easier to go back to the old ways, but not now. That's no longer, I feel like I'm sensing that's no longer an option. There's no longer that world. The world before November doesn't exist anymore. And what we're experiencing right now in the world is going to take a decidedly hopeful turn. And especially if you have been feeling not so hopeful in this past couple of months because of all of this energy and all of this kind of things that you're watching on the planet, we are really stepping into Christ consciousness as an action now, not just as a theory or as an option. We're stepping in, as Neptune moved into Aries. Now it's an action, right? Love is a verb. And we're going to be seeing that kind of experience happening. I keep getting this feeling on my shoulder. I don't know. Love is a verb. And that's going to show itself. And I love that you have clarity here. You also have strength and wisdom, or strength and courage. You've got deep feeling. You've got connectivity with the Death card. You've got the Fool, the hopefulness of the future. Got all kinds of beautiful things around here. So I want to say that this is kind of quiet. It's almost like the universe is going to kind of fade back into the background, but you're going to know that you have been and will continue to be connected with the universe in such a demonstrably provable way. You're going to see now that your meditations, your manifestations are going to be nearly instantaneous. That is going to be demonstrated to you. So show me about that. Talk to me about that. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Let's use this. the manifestations on this future path that's coming right up. Thinker, Aquarius, mending. Why? Go the distance. Oh, this one stopped here. Yeah, round and round. Okay, that does seem like where we were. So this is very direct. I love King and Queen of Swords here. This is a very direct way forward. I'm almost getting like a very strong sense of peace from this reading. Even though I'm seeing the Death card here, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords. I feel like those are helpers or friends. It's like the Nine of Swords has this anxiety, kind of evokes this anxiety. But what you're going to see because of this mending and the why, like you're going to know why. The Thinker card, you've done the work, so you're going to see why. That's going to be something that's just part of your life now. Your experience of this, your experience moving forward is going to be decidedly different from what you've had even in the recent past. I love that this is coming out into such a nice, grounded, direct, peaceful, I keep getting that word peaceful direction. Peaceful direction. So what are the other things I'm seeing for you? It's like, it's really important that you not second guess yourself. It's really important that you start trusting yourself more. And maybe today in Pathfinders, we'll talk about that. We're going to be doing a retreat in Sedona this weekend and into next week. And a lot of what I'm going to be talking about is trusting yourself and trusting the wisdom that's coming through you, trusting the wisdom that is meant for you. So this does feel like a very decided shift from a confusing, maybe chaotic world into this, the bringer of peace, the World and the Fool, the bringer of peace. What, if anything, do you need to know about this right now? Because that Y card kind of just caught my eye. What, if anything, do you need to know about this right now? Tower. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. Oh, King of Wands. All of this energy. Oh, my word. Okay, we'll use that in the second part of this reading. All of this energy that you put towards, you're going to see where this might be a little bit upsetting for some of you, but all the work and effort you put into planning, it's kind of like planning a certain kind of party. Let's say you wanted to have this beautiful dinner party and everything, and like really went to the ends of the earth to plan and plan and plan and make this beautiful and set a beautiful table and all this kind of stuff. And there's no power. The power goes out. Now you could freak out because there's about to be 12 people at your door, or you can roll with it. Turn it into a picnic outside, turn it into something else. And I feel like that's going to be the case here. It's like all of this time you've been planning for a certain path forward, a certain way of being, because this has been your experience. So you've been kind of like planning for that to continue. What if I were to tell you that you are going to have a completely different experience from here forward? Your mindset is going to be completely shifted because of what happens here, because of this ending and new beginning. All right, let's dive into it. Let's go deeper. What is going to be this experience? What is this going to be like long term? All right, link is below if you want to continue on with me. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.